Well, hello. I'm back today with some more Silksong. I grinded a bit off stream and bought everything I needed. A new tool and crafting pouch. And all the tools you get from here. Although I still have to get and I bought a bunch of upgrades for Belholm, which I'll be showing later. I got this tool. And I realized this is actually a bubble that is basically like the shroom cloud. Whenever you defend yourself, whenever you heal yourself. And I switch my bubbles around a bit, hoping this will help me beat the lava boss a little easier. Oh, it's not what I expected it to be. So it only does this when I'm floating. That's a pity. He came and summoned himself right on top of me. Let's get the defender while I'm healing, is it? No, not healing. Yeah, when I'm healing. I don't know what else I was thinking of though. Oh, I thought I was far enough. Yeah, I thought I was far enough to heal there. I guess he doesn't have a limit to how far he can throw his what's called the spear. The limit is only in my head. The first time he shot his limit was simply because yeah, he has a limit. And not much I can do when there's so many things around. But well, that's just how it is with this boss. Thing is, I can get used to a boss. I can never get used to the ads they summon. I see the second ads are involved, I just keep getting hit. And fuck. Yeah, I can't get below him cause I'm dead if I do. So I can only fight him from I can only stay away from him, and I can only reach him when the lava happens to not be falling. See, these guys would have been fun as two separate bosses. Ah, fuck. I was really looking up to the dumbass of thing there. But yeah, choosing to damage output him, like the second brother, and making sure he dies before I have to fight one-on-one against the other one, or the best choice there. With me basically making sure that they couldn't really by making sure they can't really oh okay, I can open it down, but that's good. By making sure they can't tag team me, I was able to beat that boss. Because if I had to fight both of them at the same time, I'm guaranteed to lose there. That is something I'm certain of. Ah, big slug man. I just want one entry, so I know that I got to get him later on. Cause I'm gonna be getting all of them later. That's for certain. Okay, I'm doing some stupid shit now. Well, my own stupidity rather. I wonder if it's just gonna happen that I'm going the right way. And one of the cylinders I need to collect is right here. Okay. There's nothing here. That is actually nothing though. That is an annoying section. Because I'll have to wait for the guy to go down and move fast enough that he can do shit to me afterwards. Yeah, I have to wait for him to get all the way down here. Nope. Either that or I'll kill him. Maybe I should try and kill him. And I have to keep jumping because if I don't jump I lose health. Yeah, killing him might be easier, even though it'll take a little longer. Yeah, killing him is definitely the right choice. Because I would have to wait for that part anyways. Yeah, I really need to know where you're going here. Information is more important than anything else, really. Okay, that's the second one of that. That's one of the things with those sections. They just didn't know where to stop. Superior, no, that's the superior healing one. Well, like make it so they can't walk on the floor. Plus add a guy that can make an entire column where you can't walk. And add a guy that after adding just one of them, let's add two of them right after. Okay, let's wait for him here. And there I had to get hit. If I didn't have that stabilizing thing that allows me to eternally grip two walls, I would be gone there. Okay. An old diving bell that is shut by an ornate clamp. Wait, I'm gonna be going under lava later on? Okay, that might be cool. I just need to get access to whatever is necessary to open the lava stuff. Which I'm guessing would be in this direction. Nope, that's just another one of these. Yeah, Silk Eater. Which allows me to die without losing my silk. It might be useful when I'm exploring rare places. Ah, there was nothing here. I'm just thinking maybe I might have missed something here, but nah, pretty thoroughly explored the early areas. Actually, did I explore this one? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I definitely did explore this area. At least they die in one charge now. And also, since I'm not gonna be in this area anymore, I could switch back to my regular bell. Oh yeah, before I go explore anywhere else, because I gotta go to the stands, blossoming sands. Let me show you the bell hot house you get. I think it comes from the second donation you make, and that guy gives you a house, and I become a fellow resident, as he says right here. And yeah, I get a house for myself. It has a place where I can review all the things I've given, rest, and a little thing for me to recover my silken. Let me just go back to full silk first. Yep, that's what I just got. Oh yeah, that's how I upgraded my bell hot house. No, that's the wrong area. But it does allow me to... Oh yeah, I wanted to check actually. If I can reach the upper area with this. Nope, I need a proper double jump to get to that. It doesn't allow me to jump through. Unfortunate. Can't help but hear something here. That's where I lost the meat, isn't it? Bad guy. Wait. And fuck. I could have spoken to whoever that was, but... while I was running too quickly. Yeah, that's the place where I had my thing, isn't it? Not so much. Yeah, it's not so much the wind that is annoying, it's... it's mostly just the actual lack of visibility that is annoying whenever the wind comes. Spencer, so I did choose to leave. Why don't you go somewhere gentler? Somewhere gentler, warmer, and only go soft. How else is one expected to maintain their wits? That this is not a place of hiding. That cell up top seems no friend to the free. All the strong who choose to remain apart. Well, yes. That too is a reason. Though, One that shames me some. Oh, so she ran away from the citadel and doesn't want to admit it. Our Green Citadel learned well from the training of pinstresses of the past. Then it went and turned those teachings upon us. Despite our superior skills, our numbers have always been few, and their strength overwhelmed. The few overwhelmed the weak overwhelmed with numbers. Once my revered order, only 2 of us remains. One may went for looms, forgotten corners, and my pin sibling, she's lost herself to more peaceable pursuits. Yep, she's the one that made my cloak, if you couldn't tell. Oh. There's no way there's nothing up to discover. The wind also changes your direction. If you're not constantly keeping track of your current direction. Ah. So there is something I missed. Let's hope this is gonna be worth the climb. Yeah, the wind just switching my direction around whenever it feels like is very bad for this area. Yeah. Because I was actually keeping right there, but the wind switched me to the left, so everything went to well, I was keeping left, I mean. And fuck. Okay, good, I don't have to do this whole section again. I'm missing it by just a little bit though. And that just means I can't try to go forward while the black sands are blasting. Because if I try to jump here, it will not allow me to go far enough. Yeah, I knew the sun was gonna rise again. Soon. There. I thought it wouldn't be useful, but that grip claw is helping me out quite a lot there. Yep, I can't do anything while that wind is blowing. It makes my movement too unpredictable. That jump keep eluding me somehow. I don't know why either. Okay, looks like I finally got it. Again? I have a feeling I should not have destroyed that. Looks like my feeling was right. Corals with clear water flows upon a river free of time. A river of sand. Man, I hoped I would get at least one save area here. Given it's so hard to just even get up there. This is cruel. To make me have to do this whole parkour again every time I have to go. I want to get back up. I moved too quick there. Yeah, I moved too quick and my thing did not recover in time. Now why would they do that? Why would they not give you a save after you do a hard parkour to get to a new area that you know nothing of yet? That sounds a reasonable place to give me a save there. But no, no save. Wait, again? Didn't it just happen a few seconds ago? That's a problem with too many movement mechanics. You can't plan out how everything will interact with each other. So if I'm pressing the space button to float, the right button to aim the right direction, and then decide to press the dash, the spear thingy, beyond that, I'm just stuck because it does not do the spear throw. And if I don't press the space, the direction button here, I just start floating the wrong way and I can't do shit after that. That's fucking unfair as fuck. The other thing it could be is my keyboard instead of this actual area, but I mean, if you're expected to hold 3 buttons at the same time just to move through here, that's already pretty shitty in and of itself. If only they decided to not make it so that you would always float backwards if you don't keep pressing the right button there. Things would have been so much better. But they wanted to make it so you always flow right. Have to remember that this section has an auto kill for the insect. See? They could have placed a save point here so that you don't have to go through the whole place every time you want to come back. But no. Okay, that's a one-hit type of enemy. Okay. Okay, so it's Q. Okay, I'll go right and hopefully they have a save. Motherfucker. Yeah, hopefully they have a save point for me there. Okay, I need some kind of double jump to do this part. Yeah, what kind of bullshit is this area? Okay. Okay, why the fuck did they not give me a save after all this? Did they not think at all when planning this area? Did they decide to get stupid just for this area? Come on, man. Giving someone a save after a hard section is a basic. Any game would give you a save after you have to do all that shit before you get there. But the cunt that planned this one didn't give any save for some reason. They pity too because it's a good game, but shit like this just makes the game 1,000 times worse. And then every time you have to deal with something like this, you just... the game's rating goes down in your head. Slowly but surely. Just this section alone is annoying to get through. So if they gave a save at the very start of the next section, I wouldn't mind. They're having so many... shitty enemies and everything. But when they decide to not allow you to save, have to do a bunch of poker where you are guaranteed to lose a lot of health, and even after all that give you a final section where you will lose even more health, and all this time gives you no save, makes it just bullshit. And no one likes bullshit in games. That's gonna be an annoying section to go through every time. They made too many mechanics that required just too many buttons in the end. And then finally you reach this area. Man, really? Okay, that's just a path back. Yeah, I was hoping this would be a section with a save to it, but no, nope. Cause why give someone a save at the beginning of a new hard section, right? Yeah, why give someone a save at the beginning of a new hard to reach section? That's stupid, right? They need to do the hard section over and over again. Cause some dumbass who's not good at stage planning decided to do this shit. Of course, now it's not triggering. The traps are supposed to be there. Yeah, not much more to say here. And not being able to take 3 inputs as one at once is really fucking me here. Because I cannot grapple onto something while floating right now. Rather while aiming my floating. Because if I press right and float, it doesn't. Yeah, floating really staggers your input a little. Your direction input rather. And they won't give you any free silk or anything. At least 3 healing if nothing else. But nope. No saving grace for this area. Just bullshit on top of bullshit on top of bullshit. And in every other area when you die, they will give you your sword back on an actual platform. And this one, your silk is back on somewhere else, in the middle of the dangerous section. Now I don't know if you know, but having to heal my silk in the middle of a dangerous section is pretty hard. And not very helpful when I have to go through a 3-minute thing every time I have to go back there. Now you can tell it's 2 different people planning things there, because one person plans for you to get your silk back on an actual area, while the other plans for you to get your silk back somewhere in space. Now one of them is probably a good stage planner. The other one's a piece of shit that's making this game worse. Let's put 2 enemies that can do 2 damage per attack before this area. Cause why not? After all, we know we won't be giving them a save, so let's make sure they lose as many health. Before this section to make their lives worse. But so it won't be any fun if we do that. Fuck fun, I just want to have a hard section, that's all. Why would I want the players to have fun? That's not what I'm making games for, right? That shit. Okay, that one was on me. Yeah, better to die here. Please be a save area. Nope, still no save. The caverns returned to nature, but I see evidence of old structures buried through. The shells of the builders rest in a tower above. A grand tribe, they seem, and strong fighters, I'm sure. Alas, they exist now only as hardened husks. That my child-wielding needle will leave too late to match their clothes. So they would have been good fighters. I want to know how long it will be before I get a save here. And fuck. Was I supposed to break that thing? I think I might have been. See, normally they would have a save area near chakra, but even here they don't have a save area near chakra. So am I supposed to do this whole fucking area without saving at all? Is this what the bitch who made this area planned for, really? No save in the beginning, no save in the middle. Am I gonna get a save at the end right before I fight a boss? Is this really the level of bullshit they are going to be stooping to right here? I fucking hate the direction change while floating. You can't tell when a piece of shit is in charge of an area, because it has one too much bullshit. To deal with. And I'm dead. See, normally if you're planning to make something with a tough platforming like right here, what you want to do is give the user a save so he can actually get used to the platforming. Okay, I guess I have easy access to this area at the very least. Okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Yeah, I really don't know what to do there. Oh, maybe move from down? Go the right then up. Maybe. But whatever I do, one thing I'm sure of is that I'm not supposed to keep going from here now. I'm supposed to continue from the place where I saved earlier. Oh, it's over here. I remember there was some place I couldn't go. Nope, that wasn't it. Maybe someplace else? Down right, maybe? Yeah, I'll take a little break here. I'm back. Yeah, what is this section? Yeah, I can't reach that part either. Now without a double jump, really? Yeah, I'm guessing I do acquire a double jump later on. I need to go into warm ways now. Should have taken the other entrance to Wormways. That entrance was always better. Yeah, up. You know I fight the superior version of you every day now, right? Like the more dangerous and everything. That's where my boy is. The guy studying blue blood. Yeah. The guy studying blue blood. We're calling it plasmium. You can know it's blue blood based on the flowers that exist there. There we go. I knew this would give me access to this area. The Weavernescent Con. I know these guys only take 3 hits nowadays. And those Weaverness are shoddily constructed. We will remain have waited long. Yeah, the Weaverness here is surely constructed given anyone can just... The worms are going through. Here threaten me with a blow of blade and silk. See what it looks like. Nope, don't like it. Although it can kill this guy, so... Maybe not as shabby as I think it was. Though it wouldn't be helping me against my worst enemy like the other skill does. But I think it would be a good skill for boss fights. Yeah, one strong attack. I know it does at least more than 2 attacks of damage every time. So on that front it's good. I'll just, instead of dashing away, I just through the enemy. And get a bunch of 3 damage on that enemy. That sounds good. Ah, fuck. I didn't realize I could break it. Hopefully it doesn't stay broken. Nope, it stays broken. Man, that's unfortunate. I didn't mean to break it, I liked it being there. Yeah, to deal with the flying enemies I'll keep that, but against bosses maybe I'll change to this. Or maybe it's just the noise this thing makes. Then I'll go to the slabs because I know there's an area I needed. A special kind of movement to access in the slabs. I don't know what I'm doing there. Well, was doing rather. Wait, I wonder if there's a path down from the sands of Karak. Somewhere in that section I hated to go through so much. It would be somewhere down here, if it existed. Nope. Really? Come over here, will you? Yep, it was supposed to be from the right. I guessed correctly. I recover my health just to lose it again. It is still quite annoying to get to, but not as annoying as before. Given that this does require quite a bit of effort from me. Now that was the only real way I could get rid of him there. Okay, what? Oh yeah, I forgot. No 3 directions at one. I mean, no 3 buttons at once. Yeah, it really can't handle 3 buttons in there at once. But the problem is I have to use 3 buttons if I want to be able to, like, make sure I'm floating the right way. Actually, maybe I can actually not do this here. And this is actually painful to do. There we go. Now I don't really know how worth it this is. Given that I haven't gotten anything other. Actually, maybe I should. No. That's not what they gave me. They gave me something that increased my attack speed. The platinum will cost me rosaries to refill. So it's not like I can change things to platinum that easily. Me not being able to see where I'm landing beforehand is really pretty hard to deal with. Okay. Bad luck there. I say I didn't know if it was gonna be a platform or... And there's an insect in the way. Motherfucker. Really? Yeah, that was the problem with trying to deal with the insect. And because you have to stay there for a while, it's not really easy to bait him down either. Because usually when there's an insect either way in the way of my parkour, I just bait it down and deal with it somewhere more favorable for me. I didn't realize it decided to come somewhere at the very start of my thing. I think that's just a puff back, so. Yeah, this is really nothing more than a trap. It's sort of been feeling like let's test how much bullshit we can put in a single area. Again. Let's put a time parkour that they have only a limited amount of time to do. And let's add on to that time parkour a bunch of enemies that will interrupt them. And make sure they can't do it in time. And to top it all, let's make it so that they barely have enough time to even get it done. I don't even have any rosaries. There's no point in being careful. It's just gonna be pure shit parkour, then let's switch to this. Cause that's a thing that specializes in parkour. Funny you could aim your thing. See, I specialize in parkour. I really don't know what other thing to put my what's called. Another simple key. Though I don't need any other simple key. I don't even know why to use it. These guys are hard to deal with. But I know a way to deal with them. It's also gonna be parkour area. Ah, so that's what the upper access was for. Actually, this means I now have an easy way back. Actually, I was thinking there might be something hidden here. Yeah, given that they are not letting you in there. I really hope it's not just an enemy type that's hidden here. Though from what I can see right now, it might just be. That this enemy type is hidden here and nothing else. Yep. That's another problem with this specific game. Some of the things feel unsatisfying as shit. You see something, you discover a new area, but there's nothing to get there. Like right now, I discovered a new area and nothing. When the thing keeps floating me backwards like this, it really makes it hard. And fuck. Yeah, it really just keeps moving me backwards over and over again. I hate the fact that they decided to include wind in this area. As if the parkour was not going to be hard enough on its own. Okay, that's a cue there. The parkour was not going to be hard enough, so let's add insects. Nope, insects is not enough, so let's also add wind on top of that. That's what I mean when I say there's a limit to how much bullshit they can add in a single area. Man. Hey, that's also what I say when I don't like it. Having to recover my silk from not hard ground. Because when you have to hit your silk, that'll... See, the wind moves me there. Yeah, when you have to recover your silk while climbing, while hitting your silk, makes it so you can just continue on. I just slightly paused the thing there. Okay, that's good. Now I have to hit something up there. Slightly off. The timing is super rough on that. Because you have to hit and then click your thing right after, but if you click it too early, yeah, if you click it too early, you are done for. And oh fuck, I have to recover my silk in a weird area once again. Yeah, see, I click it too early and I'm done for. Also, how the hell did my silk get there? I myself did not even get there, so how the fuck did my silk get there? This is bullshit. Who the fuck planned this out? Whoever did it was being malicious about it. So there's absolutely no reason for my silk to be there, while I myself never got there. They knew this was gonna be right past the section that was hard to get to, and so they decided to put the silk right there. Whoever it is who planned this section hates the idea of players having fun. Because everything was built in a way that's against fun as much as possible there. Okay, I don't know if I will be able to recover my silk this time around. Looks like I did. Yep. Give me an insect at the end of this, why not? Man, fuck them. It's already hard enough to hit something while jumping in the air. Cause that kills your momentum and forces you to fall down very quickly. Pure bullshit. I'm willing to bet the guy who worked on the stage planning for the lava section also planned this section. Because to me, if a game has good sections in it and then a series of city section, very likely the same guy planned all the shitty sections. The logical conclusion. What happened there was I got hit at the same time as I was hitting him. So instead of going up like I should based on the hitting physics, I just stayed stagnant in place. Because the getting hit mechanic just make you just lose all your momentum the second you get hit. Funny thing is I have something that helps me get extra grip apparently, and I keep slipping when I hit the bottom somehow. See, again. This section might have been good if they had the skills to actually put it in play. But they don't. I'm back to here again. One of the problem with it is they didn't have the skills to implement direct input, and of course did they even try to do this for themselves? Because I have a feeling the answer to that might just be no. I was like, yeah, I have 3 health, I would be able to get through it anyways. And then I get a sequence of actions where I lose 3 health. I see a sequence of action where I lose 3 health. Okay. There's no point in continuing here. Even though it is a good game for the most part, sections like this make it so that it will never be able to support the original Hollow Knight. Because original Hollow Knight did not have any sections that felt unfairly hard, it all was well planned and fun. This one has sections that are fun and then sections that are just pure bullshit. Sections that makes you wonder why you're even wasting time doing this. Why does it take so fucking long for it to go? And then once it's there, you have to have a very limited amount of time to actually do things. Motherfucker. And it continues on. There's no break in there. I don't know which piece of shit they keep giving these sections to. But this basically ruins the rating completely. Sometimes it's better to not include unfinished, untested, worthless sections in a game. Okay, fine. Sometimes she dashes straight, sometimes she has a little arc when she dash. A timing between there's a very short distance between me leaving the wall and me hitting the ground, and in that short distance I have to hit this bullshit ball thingy. I have a feeling they did not test this, because if they did test it, it wouldn't be this cutthroat, or there would be a slight give to it. You would have some time. Now I have to recover my thing. Now it's implemented the rule that you could recover see, there's a problem there. And I'm dead. I really should never try to do this on 3 health. Because sometimes you just don't die when you hit some of the things. Which means you can lose 3 health in a row very easily. Yeah, there's a problem there when the platform in the front appears before the platform at the back that you have to bounce off of. This section will never stop giving me trouble. Why is it so fucking slow? If only they just made the thing appear instead of me having to wait for it to grow. And then hopefully I memorize the pattern well enough. See, now I have to wait and wait. I had no other choice there. If I wanted to recover my silk, that was the only thing I could do. Hit my silk and fall down. And that's the problem with the planning for this section. Now the other problem is that if there's a boss here, I have to fight him using my... Yep. Yeah. Actually, the Reaper style is pretty good for this one. Yeah, I can make do with the Reaper style for this one, really. Now those kind of things just make me realize that it would have been so much easier if there was no wind. But yeah, accessing from here would be a lot easier than whatever the fuck they expect you to do. Now that's the other thing. Why do I have to go through this whole climbing section before fighting a boss? Why can't my brothers be a nice and easy few steps away from Yeah, I just realized that this is breakable now. Let me clean out that area well. Okay. I'll come back one again later when I haven't lost any health to random other stuff. Man, avoiding this is super fucking hard. The thing is spitting out. This keeps looking like Jaws to me. Why is everything here a trap? There's not a single pot that's made in good faith. You have hot parkour, hot fights. Nothing feels like they were made for the player's enjoyment. Just purely as many annoying things as you can pack in one section. The only other section that's as annoying is the lava section. And of course, now what do you call that bullshit? The fact that you can get trapped inside the thorny thing? And lose a bunch of health to being trapped inside of it? Now I'm willing to bet this leads to nothing good. Like nothing worth the risk you took to get there. Yeah, what did I say? Nothing good. This game really failed at its reward structures. Like a lot of the time I feel the effort you put into exploring one of the hidden area is not even remotely worth whatever you get from it. Some hidden area only gives you a chest of beads that I can get in 3 minutes by killing a few enemies. Some hidden areas gives you shards. Again, you can get that by killing a few enemies. In the first game, you never ever felt like that. Because two reasons. One, none of the areas were so incredibly annoyingly hard that you regretted doing it. And second is, in the first game, every time you completed an area, you would get medals. Medals is the best way I can describe it right now. Not really medals, like badges, pins, I think. Just things you can use generally to build your abilities. Wait, I died here. So why the fuck is my thing not here? Yeah, this is where I died, so why do I not have... Tell me these bitches put my... Yep, I died here, so you know where my thing is? You know where that beast fly is right now? That's where my silk is. That's another thing about the first game. They never put your silk somewhere that was annoying to get to. And also because it was moving, you could just, if it was somewhere hard to get to, you could just go there and bring it somewhere that was easier to get your soul back. The bunch of things they did here that completely makes it worse in every way possible. They made some of the mechanics better, but at what cost? Okay, what? Motherfucker. Instead of grabbing and dashing forward, it just got... The fact that that spitting attack does 2 damage. Pretty annoying. Oh, that actually might be the perfect boss to use the other one on. No, let's see what that chestnut thing is. Okay, it's not here. Oh. What's it used for? Oh, I needed to get that for that shitty guys, what's it called? Quests. I really do hope whatever I get out of it is worth it. But yeah. A bunch of things it just fails on. Why even allow me to hold on there? If all that's gonna happen from me holding on is me getting hit and die. Why can it bounce for so long? Its fight will basically be decided by how many of the things she decides to throw. If it's not much, I can win the fight, otherwise I won't win the fight, that's all, but all there is to it. There will be no skill involved in that fight whatsoever. It will be purely luck. And my silk is behind her. Well, of course. What was I supposed to do here? Now the fact that that fight is hard is hard for shitty reasons is already bad enough. You add on the fact that I have to do a 3-minute climb every time I want to get back to that fight, and it becomes a completely unbearable, unfun experience. That's what I mean when I say some fights should just not be added. Cause they could have put a save right before that boss very easily. And you wouldn't have to do a 2-minute climb every time you fought that boss. You would be able to get used to its fighting style without even wanting to. But no, it's like a 2-minute climb every time you want to get back to that boss. And one part of that climb even involves a shitty area with a lot of wind. That is just annoying to navigate through, really. It's quite hard to recover against this boss too. Yeah, one of those things there, I got hit. Couldn't move because I got hit. She went into charge mode. Hit me again. So instead of losing 2 health, I lost 4 from one attack. Yay, well done. Very well planned boss. Made by people who know what the fuck they're doing. This gap is just the right size to fuck with you. See, why did they have to put 2 places for the circus spawn here? They could have just made it 1. I was in the middle of a jump there. See, if this stage was well designed, I would already be fighting the boss right now. But it's not well designed, so I have to go through this climb before I fight the boss. Just wait a little second. because it takes a little second for it to register that I'm alive and it's time for me to fight again. I don't understand what the fascination was with making long distance attack do 2 damage. Did they think that was an evolution from Hollow Knight 1? Because most bosses from Hollow Knight 1 did 1 damage. So for the second one, most bosses will do 2 damage. Yeah, they could have just put a bench here and it would have been 1,000 times better. Okay, is that the guy who were hard to fight before? Yeah. I should have guessed. I should have guessed that it would be mob style boss. And now I'm certain it's the same piece of shit that designed this place as the one that decided the lava place. Because other than the first boss, the gimmick boss from the lava place, every single bosses I've hated were just like mob style bosses. I should have known it would be the same piece of shit kind of boss here as well. Because the piece of shit that's been designing this would resort to his usual bullshit tricks. So I should focus on killing the kids. Okay. Looks like I can get him to second phase now. Now hopefully there's a third phase for this boss. Most bosses I'm fighting, I'm wishing for a second phase because they were so fun to fight. This one I'm wishing I can just get it over with. Like a fucking chore. That was the only way to get back here. Want to know the funny thing here? The thing hit me from the right and hit me from the left and pierced me from the right. That's enough to prove bad design. The fact that I have to go through this whole subsection before fighting it is enough to prove bad planning. So this is just a bad boss in general. And now I can jump back, of course. And fuck, my thing is from the right. Do you see the problem when your health is on the right and the boss is on the left? In Hollow Knight 1, when you died, your soul will be outside of the boss arena, never inside. In exchange for a few good mechanics, improved mechanics, they ruin the whole thing. I was wondering to myself which one would be better. Because after the first Savage Beast, I did not have any enemies that really pissed me that much. But this section alone is showing me everything that's shit about this game compared to the first one. Yeah, that's mostly just me being bad at dealing with that's fucking shit there. Because I was looking for a good place to go to jump his side attack, but while I was looking for that place, I happened to get hit there. I think his second phase is slightly easier than his first, so I'm gonna damage output in the first phase, trying to get the second phase as quickly as possible. But yeah. Because of the existence of the shitty sections, it's very easy for me to say that Hollow Knight 1 is better. A longer game that has more shitty section has nothing over a shorter game that has no shitty section. I hate it whenever he does the sideways attack right from while I'm in front of him. Cause the only real way to dodge that is just happen to be lucky and dash backwards before he turns sideways. Now, if you get 2 damage dealt to you after hitting the drill section, that makes sense. But while he's turning, you suffer 2 damage. Purely because he turned at the right time. It's not like he's carrying blades there. It's a fucking drill. Now I can probably bet this is a subsection boss. Fucking hell. I was somewhat close there. If I got lucky and he did one of his strat-based attack, I would have been able to recover my health and continue the fight there. But I didn't get lucky, unfortunately. I really do hope this shitty boss doesn't have a first phase, a third phase. Because there's so many fun bosses that I wish had a third phase. If I learned that that third phase was reserved for one of the shitty bosses like him, yeah, nothing I could do there really. Alright, lucky. Mostly lucky. I wouldn't say skill. Nothing. No. I shouldn't do this. At water source and corals heard our lord born lost to roar. So the lost lord was born at the source of the water. So this is basically an oasis in the desert. And this is their lord. Seems like an art with weaver blood in it. Well, I guess finally a resting place. Let's see what I got there. Thrown at an angle can ricochet. No, that's actually a pretty good weapon. If I used tool, it would have been good. But I don't use tool. I prefer my trusty blade. To be completely honest, I was hoping for a mark here. Yeah, I really was hoping for like another mark, just like my hunter's mark or my reaper's mark or my traveler's mark. That's what I mean by the prizes feeling unfulfilling at times. Do you expect to get something good after doing a hard fight and a hard parkour, not a single tool? But yeah, there was someone I needed to visit at Bone Bottom, so I may do that real quick before calling it for today. Cool guy, however. He put his all into making this place, into making that bridge, but I just broke it. Yeah, I got at least 3 new weaver things since then, so I wish you can. No, my nature did not expand. I did get 3 weaver things. I got a new technique, a new seal, and a new tool. Guess my nature is not expanded yet from that. I was honestly planning on exploring more today. Did not expect to lose all my time on that singular area. I didn't even know that area existed.